I am going to be creating for you today a very classic, safe look. It's perfect for everyday wear. It's my favorite for work. I can put it on really, really fast in the morning, especially if I've snoozed 7, 8, 9, 10 times, maybe running 10 minutes late. But it's a very great look. It's very easy. So let's get started. I have already washed my face, and I use our refreshed rose water after I wash. And not only does it help give a little moisture, but it also tames my redness. I have very, very angry skin in the mornings right after shower. Blow dry my hair. It's very mad. I have used our BB Flawless in Bisque. It melts into my skin. It gives me a really good tone and texture without looking cakey and thick. And then I use our fabulous concealer all over. It's a mineral foundation, can be used wet as a concealer. It's beautiful. I have treated these angry eyebrows with our Irresistible pigment. It's a nice medium matte brown. It's perfect for my eyebrows without making me look like I have very hungry caterpillars. And I'm going to show you this look today. I'm going to start with Beautiful, which is a beautiful light matte brown. I'm going to tap a little into my pigment lid, and I'm going to be using the Deluxe brush. We're going to start with applying below the brow and then down. We're going to use that as the fill-in for under the brow line. Very easy, goes on really smooth. It's going on, I'm using it dry, so that way it just brushes right on. It's very simple. What's great about Beautiful is that it's also a very light color, so if you do make a mistake, it's really hard to tell, which I love, or if you spill it all over your cheek because you're heavy-handed with a makeup brush like I am. Alright, moving on. Going to be doing my right eye, which to you is probably my left eye. Alright, doing all over underneath the brow, and then I also did the lid, which I did not mention, but I'm mentioning now. Okay, very simple, very light, very beautiful. Yeah, that's the word. Alright, now we're going to move on to Irresistible, which is the same color that I used in my brows, but I'm just going to use this in the center of my eye. Also going to be using this Deluxe brush still. Tapped a little in my lid. And we are going to apply that to the center. It doesn't give a huge contrast against the Beautiful, but it does add a little depth because we're going to end up with that Infatuated towards the end. So we're just going to pat that right into the center of the eye. Okay, it's very light, very light. Okay. Just pat that right in there. Alright. Okay. Moving on. I am going to be using our liner shader brush. I'm going to be using the shader end here, which is an amazing brush because on the other end is an angled liner brush. Okay. And here we're going to use Infatuated. That is our dark brown, the darker brown color here. We're going to use that. So we're going to tap, and I'm going to be applying this right to the corner V, moving in towards the center of my eye, towards my nose. Okay, now that is a darker brown, and it's going on very subtle, very subtle. I'm not looking to stop any shows today. Just get to work with it without scaring everybody. Do the other V. Now this is a little darker brown, so if you do sprinkle this a little on your cheek, you may want to dust that off. Somebody might notice this one. Okay, I'm going to go back and add a little more on the other side to make it even. If you're like me, it's going to take 9 or 10 times to get them even just because you have a heavy hand. But that's okay. Alright, and one more time I'm going to use our amazing Crease brush. It's a little more coarse of a brush. I'm going to use that in the Infatuated again, and I'm going to tap just a little bit in the crease to give a little more depth. Okay, so kind of a mock smoky eye, but very subtle, great for work. All right, and then to kind of wake me up in the morning, because like I said, I might have snoozed my alarm 7, 8, 9, 10 times, I am going to use a little bit of our Sexy, which is a beautiful shimmer champagne pigment. There is nothing I can tell you about this pigment that will do it any justice until you get it on your own eyes, I promise. So I'm just going to use our liner brush here, and I'm going to apply that right into the inner corner of my eye here. It doesn't look like much, I'm sure, right this second, but what it does is it gives an amazing open look to your eyes, I guess is the best way to say it. It just helps me look a little more awake, feel a little more awake, put together. And then I think I'm actually going to use that shader brush. I'm going to dust just a little bit of that Sexy over the top here, just to give it a little something, something. Never be afraid to sparkle. Wear sequins to breakfast. Okay, so that is a light smoky eye. Honestly, I wouldn't even classify it as anything being very dramatic, but it's perfect for work. It matches every outfit, even this awesome Blossom mom t-shirt I'm wearing here with the buttons. Now, the last thing I'm going to apply is our 3D fiber lashes. It's a two-step system. You do 3 steps total to get 1 coat, and I do 1 coat for work. You have your transplanting gel and then your fibers, and they apply like mascara. They are water resistant, but they wash off easily at the end of your day. I love them. I love what they do for my sad lashes, if you can't tell. I don't have a lot of lashes to talk about. Nothing very exciting going on over here. But these really give me the boom boom pow that I need. So I'm going to start with our transplanting gel. It applies like mascara, root to tip, just like you will your normal mascara. Got this crazy arm thing going on here. Now it's great to have both tubes in your hand, both of them unscrewed, because you'll see that you want to be able to move between both coats flawlessly. Alright, so I have a good coat of my gel. And then from here I'm going to apply my fibers. It's great to swirl your wand and pull out versus pumping. That shoves air down in there and you run the risk of it drying out faster, static in your fibers, etc. So I'm going to apply this just to the center of my lashes and out to the tip to give length, definition, fullness, volume, all those other things that you want on your eyelashes and not on your waistline. Alright. Okay, so the fibers are applied. And 1 more coat of the gel. I just do a good coat of gel. This locks in your fibers, gives you a and I'm just doing the bottom, just a little, just to add a little depth to the bottom of my eye. I do not do the fibers on the bottom, just the gel. And we have a completed eye. Gives a real big difference if you really look. I have very sad lashes. Okay, so I'm going to whip on the right eye real quick. Your left eye, my right eye. One great thing about these is that I could add more coats if I wanted. If I wanted to go big, I have gone big before. People do take notice. I really like that. But again, like I told you, like most mornings, I'm running late. And I just need to get to work on time. So, okay, 1 last coat of the gel. Sealing those fibers. I want them to last all day. I want them to last through my 8-hour work day. Well, you know, knock out hours at the gym, pumping iron. Going to get some groceries, pick up some dog food. All the things that my day consists of. And then come home and get to hang out with you guys. Playing in makeup. It's a girl's dream. Okay, both eyes are done. I am looking beautiful today, if I do say so myself. And I am going to finish this out with our Luxe lip gloss. This is a beautiful nude. I apply it once, it looks like a sheer nude. You can do it a couple times to give it a more opaque look. So I'm just putting that on right here. Not only is this really beautiful, but it comes with a really cool mirror, so I can whip it right out of my pocket and put it on, and I'm good to go. So